Good morning, horse race enthusiasts. This is John. Today is Saturday, the 3rd of December, and it's Cigar Mile Day at Aqueduct. So I took a quick look at the race, and I thought maybe we could talk about it. But before I do, it's halftime of the America-Holland match today. Unfortunately, it looks like we had the Americans had a couple of good opportunities, but it looks like they gave up 2 goals against a really good Netherlands team. But let's root for them in the second half. So I'm going to do a quick video here, and then we'll go back and root on the Americans for the second half. Okay, so the Cigar Mile, it's the 9th race at Aqueduct. It's a straight mile, excuse me, not a straight mile, but it's a one-turn mile. And, it's a chance for some horses to sort of shine. Because it's the end of the year, some of the best 3-year-olds are now gone off to the breeding shed. Some of the older horses likewise have gone off. So there's a lot of the big names that we've come to know over the course of the year and now no longer racing. However, there's a few names in here. There's a couple of scratches, so let me just go through that. Well, anyhow, Obesos is a scratch. So I want to go ahead and, note that because that has an impact on what we're doing here today. So very good. The horse to beat really is the 2 Zandon. And we've seen Zandon in a couple of things, haven't we? We've seen him in the PA Derby. We've seen him in the Traverse. Obviously was in the Kentucky Derby. Has run really well, always a second and third. Today he's running with Joel Rosario, who rode with him at the PA Derby. So, Zandon obviously has the speed figures. It's 4 different races at grade 1s in the 100 range. So he's a legitimate threat here. His style, he's not so much pace contingent, but he will be coming from behind a little bit. So, there may be a factor there as well. I say White Obrario. We loved White Obrario in the Florida Derby way back. What was that? February last year, maybe March. Of this year. And White Obrario was a good horse. Kind of faulted. There's been some changes in the training. He was with Joseph Safi. Sorry, pardon me. So Joseph Safi, good trainer down in Florida. Seemed to hit a lull, and he seems to be coming back. Maybe he's one of those horses that the 2 turns don't work so well for him, and maybe this 1-turn mile is going to be good. He's 1 for 1 at the mile distance. So, he has a chance for sure. The horse that I like is Mind Control, older horse. The other 2 I just spoke of are 3-year-olds. A 6-year-old horse by Stave Firsty and out of Field of Fire. Mind Control has a good front speed. Is going to be right there and has run 3 races in the 100s. So he's a player in this race. I think instead of taking, short money on the 2, Zandon, who I think is going to win this race, so keep an eye on what the odds are. Who knows? Maybe the board goes crazy. Maybe people say, they don't like Zandon, he can't win, and the odds shoot up. I doubt it, but, keep an eye on that. White Obrario has early front speed. When we've seen him in Florida, though, he came from behind, so keep that in mind. I think a lot of the experts think he's going to be right there on leading the pace. I kind of feel like Mind Control is going to be leading the pace, and we'll see what happens there. So, Cigar Mile, watch the odds on Cigar. If they float up, if you want to make 2 for 1, and it may be worth the risk for you if you want. Depends on how much you're betting, a 3 for 1. Unlikely, though, in my opinion. I think I'm going to go with the 7. Let's look at Mind Control. Look at Johnny V as the jock closing. Not closing, so on the front end. But Johnny's gonna, he's a smart jockey, Hall of Fame jockey, and he's gonna ride him really well. So I like the 7, 2, 3, 4. The 3, as we talked about, was White Obrario. The 4, whom we haven't spoke of yet, is an interesting horse. Get Her Number. Get Her Number is a 4-year-old by Peter Miller. This is the one I was thinking of earlier. Peter Miller's had 2 chances with this horse, and the horse has done really well in both increments of working with Peter Miller. I think it's a long shot with this horse. But maybe around to clean up. So that maybe we get a pace duel that we don't anticipate. somehow Zandon's involved in it, which I don't really anticipate that, but maybe the 4 picks up. So that's it from Aqueduct 7-2-3-4. Before we go back to the World Cup match today, I'd like to turn your attention to Tampa Bay Downs, and in particular, I'd like to look at a daily double in Tampa Bay Downs. Sorry, I don't have the board with me today, but what I like at Tampa, the first race of the late double, or no, not the late double, but a daily double, 7, the 7th and 8th race. The 7th race, I like. It's a good race. I think the 9 is the likely winner. However, 9, everyone's going to be choosing the 9. But I want to go with something else, and I saw this on Ren. Crothers, Ren Crothers site today, but the 6 White Hot Gold looks really good. I love candy ride horses, but the dame of this horse is the same dame as Mind Control in the 9th race at Aqueduct. Now, so that makes them half brothers, or half siblings anyhow. Yeah, half siblings, they're not brothers. So, that's kind of interesting. So I like that. I like the 6. Candy Ride, they usually perform for, out of the first race. It's Tampa Bay. There's a few other things going on. You could throw the 9 in there, but, your output's going to be really low on that. And then also I like this horse in the 8th race, the 5, Ngidi. So it's EIN, new word, GEDI. Irish horse. Turf pedigree, a lot of Irish pedigree. I saw this horse in Ocala with my racehorse folks back in like March, April timeframe. Gorgeous looking horse. So 2nd time running, switched trainers now with Graham Motion. It's kind of horse that just didn't fit in Chad Brown's sort of management style, it seems to me. So long story short, I'm doing a daily double. The 7th race, the 6th, the 8th race, the 5. We'll probably do a $5, $10 daily double. We'll see how it goes, right? If we win there, maybe a couple $100. So it'd be nice. So anyhow, that's it. That's it for today. If I see anything else jump out at me, I'm still looking at the book while we're watching the game. I will get back on camera. But if you like the videos, please subscribe and like. And then any questions or comments, please shoot them over to us. Let's go, Americans, and I'll talk to you soon, racehorse enthusiasts. Thanks. Bye.